Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
So you're at the restaurant,
Yes.
and it's not as joyous for such a nice place as you think it should.
And I think we've all been in situations like this where you're like, I got to change the room. I got to change the mood. Something's got to happen.
Is the mood of the restaurant itself sort of subdued? Because I have never been to Nobu.
It's the mood of the party that's at the table.
Okay, so the restaurant itself is fine.
Yes.
Okay.
And in fairness to Todd, he was the tip of the spear for like kind of grumpiness when he walked in.
Setting the table.
Yeah, because I was like, oh man, like why is he in a bad mood? Like what's going on? Now we get there. They come over to you, and in these nice restaurants, I'm sure everybody's seen this, or if you haven't, you're not missing much. But they go through a preamble of, we can get you this, we can customize this, we can bring you a flight of food, and I've seen that happen before in terms of thousands of dollars. We're all saying no to everything. And they tell you that there's a course, a way that you should take the hot food and the cold food, and this is what the chef recommends, and it's a good 20 minutes. So please bring me more booze. We gotta change the mood.
Yeah, for some high-end restaurants, I could go with a little less of the dog and pony show.
Yeah.
Just bring out the food.
Some of them really pride themselves on it, though, and some people really
like
dig
the
it. I don't.
shtick.
It's not. It's
And
not
if
for
you
me.
know food, you're probably into this. I don't know.
By the way,
food.
if you want to avoid that, no matter what the restaurant says, your first time here? You say, nope, been here many times.
Yep.
Then you don't get the whole
we
spiel.
made the mistake, and everybody got.
Is this your first time at Applebee's?
We got the full
No,
treatment.
I've never been here before. Well, then let me tell you about what our chef
We
likes.
fry a lot of things.
Our chef likes to cook for 10 minutes on and 10 minutes off taking a cigarette break. All right.
Great people watching. Like, and if you, it's like you're almost, it's in you're in a nicer restaurant, but you're also, everybody's going there dressed up or dressed down in this casual way that you would probably see in Los Angeles, something nice. So great for people watching. Then, as I'm saying, I was like, look, we're having a great time. Isn't this, it's the best Damone. Why don't you order, what's the line from Fast Times?
Isn't this great?
Isn't this great?
Yeah, the lady will have the linguine with white clam sauce and a Coke with no ice. Look over there. I think that's Jake Tapper. I think he's with a hooker. All right, go ahead.
Oscar had the same waitress, by the way, that they had at the German restaurant.
I'm spinning plates because I could tell there's a kind of grumpiness in there.
Right.
Is there anything else I can get you? All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Do you want another Coke?
And then Todd, so we start getting our drinks in, people are loosening up, and Todd is like looking at the menu, and there's different people that want different things, and they don't want anything that's sushi and this and that, and I made the mistake of picking a sushi restaurant. I said, Todd, they can do anything here. They will give you anything you want because we're paying top dollar to be here. Do what you want, get what you want. So we end up ordering like just different plates.
Okay.
Does Todd not like sushi?
Did not know that. Did not know that going into this. It's been 10 years of this.
It feels undercooked.
like raw fish. It's raw.
But
Yeah. Do they have a cheeseburger?
let me say this. When the food came out, and we all tried it, including Todd trying the sushi,
Yeah.
the entire table turned. I've never seen.
It was that good?
I've never seen food change a table's emotion.
Do you
It
know
was that
right now,
good.
You will never have rapt attention from Mr. O'Mara and Mr. Spiewak more than you have right now.
It was.
I can't
was
wait
that
for his
good.
description of the food.
Let me tell you, it's I guess this is how you.
We go.
Oh, boy!
I guess this is how you guys got to where you are in life, as far as calories,
As far as a fat joke,
and
yeah.
shape of
What
your
was the
body.
best thing they put on the plate in front of you to change your mood? The
the-
food change, the mood changing food that
Okay,
came out.
beef. You had these tenderloin beef skewers that came
Okay.
out, and I thought, we stopping or we moving along?
It's just it's an accentuated noise.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's when I went too far. No. Okay. For you, the beef tenderloin, the little skewers, and it's like a sugar cube of beef.
Right.
And I didn't see the bill. Oh, I saw the bill, but I let Shannon sign for it because I was just scared of it. And I said. It was so good. As soon as I took one bite and our waitress walked by, I said, we'll get another round of those. We'll get another round of those because they were so good.
Wow.
Beef on a stick.
Yep. That's good.
But it's yummy if it's good beef and it's marinated and all that good stuff.
And then they had
Well, Nobu likes to sort of what they do. They're inspired by the Renaissance Festival.
a spicy tuna, and it had these little thin slices. And again, don't know the cost.
Yep.
I know the final bill, which was shocking and painful because I asked my wife the next morning and I said, well, we're not going to go out for a little while. But as soon as we got those in,
Yeah.
it was a ping pong table of, oh my God, you got to try that. You got to try that. So
Tuna
much
served
so,
with a dipping sauce?
no, it's all
on the tuna.
all on
Okay.
there. And then we get to ask, do you want truffles on this next dish coming out? Truffles. And the only thing I know about truffles is from
expensive.
the Showtime show, Billions, or whatever it's called, and I know it's expensive. And my wife starts saying, ooh, truffles. And before she says anything, I say, we don't need truffles. We don't need truffles. I've seen the show where they shave it off and it's like $500 out of the blue for nothing. We're barely here as it is. No truffles. And she said, why are you so mean about that?
I like the motion. That was good.
Yes.
That was a good visual.
I said, she goes, why are you so mean about that? That's embarrassing. No, I said, let's just enjoy. I was like, truffles will ruin the night. Ruin the night.
I would have done the same thing.
I think
no,
you're
right. No.
Ruin the night.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the waitress looks
And
at me.
we need more bread.
Like I'm the cheap guy. Like I am the cheap guy that had to go out of his way to let everybody know we're not
with
getting
you.
truffles.
How many
with
courses in? How many courses in do they do the truffle thing? Like probably 3?
I think once they saw that we now understood where we were.
Yeah.
And the food was just dynamite.
Because what happened, Mike, what happened here is they've waited for the 3rd round of cocktails before they began the upsell.
No. No, we weren't drinking that much.
Truffles?
Because the table was not set. Like it was, the mood wasn't like drink.
How many
drink.
total items did you guys have?
I haven't gotten to my favorite item yet.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite item?
The king crab leg in a butter sauce. Just that. If that's a last meal,
Succulent.
Yeah.
succulent,
So good.
So much so that everybody was kind of like, "You're ordering king crab." It's like we're. I said, "No, I don't think you understand." The last time I was at Nobu 11 years ago, that's what I ordered, and I remember to this day.
Well, and
it
that
was
in
fantastic.
any restaurant is going to cost you. That's an expensive
yes.
item. That is a
And you don't
market
get the
price
whole
is
leg, by the
expensive.
way. This is a fancy place. They cut it up and they actually let you just scoop it out. So there's no
But
work.
the flavor is phenomenal on the
Oh
sauce,
my
the butter
God.
sauce.
And all the hush puppies you can eat, Mike.
Oh my God. No, we're not a Red Lobster, you dick. Come on. So, Mike,
Yes.
the food changed the mood of the night. And I finally found out from my friend Todd that he was just stressed out about this home purchase and move. It doesn't matter how
as am I.
how
I'm a nut right now. I'm out of my mind.
You're
what-
stressed out
and
for
what a-
Todd's move?
and what a great
No,
place.
My own move. Thank you.
And Todd Moore, if you're listening right now, I'm just sharing this with Mike. He sent us a very happy picture and note from because they just arrived to Florida.
Right.
And you'll see a picture of Bear in Todd's new backyard. And I don't. Todd, I know that you don't like me sharing your personal business.
And remember, Mike, the backyard is actually 2 feet wider.
But let me say to my friend Todd Moore, I'm just sharing it with Mike because he should know that. And if I knew that this was the house you were going to buy, I would be stressed out and not wanting to go to Nobu with my friends either. Though the food changed the evening for the better.
Very cool. I like that.
Now I'm going to show you
so
off my phone and not send it to you, Rob, out of respect to our friend Todd Moore, because
That's
this
beautiful.
is
That is
personal
a
business.
gorgeous dog.
Yes.
All right, and last question on this because we do have to break. I have to ask you this: do you think they moved because they wanted to get away from liberals?
The Libs taking over
Yeah, the
Virginia.
libs. Yeah, the Virginia, because he's right in the belly of the beast over there.
Yeah.
You think they wanted to move to a red state?
I think.
Possibility?
Well, this is the thing. He's still going to be a Virginia voter because it means more, I imagine. So,
But I mean, just to be around like-minded people down where.
Yeah, and isn't he now closer proximity if he gets invited
I think
to the president's home?
I think he wants to be around less people. Just
Got it.
period.
Okay.
I believe you. I
Period.
believe you. That's what. Well, man, I tell you, one less person he's not. I'm going over there. I want to go. to
Me
that house.
too.
Good for him, man.
What do
boy,
weekend
we gotta
flights
have a-
look like?
Yeah, you let me know when you're going there. We'll make it a weekend. It'll be fun. I love that.
The best of O'Mara.
With the go, go, go. and the rush of our modern world. It seems that holiday joy sometimes gets left behind. Don't let this happen to you. Take the time to savor the flavor of a delicious old-timey Christmas with Mother Masiello's fresh tuna flan with espresso caper glaze, served on a bed of kale risotto and No, I'm not going to say that, drunky drunk.
Sober as a judge.
It will make your. He used a word for.
It's what it is. It's a nonsense word. It could mean anything.
It's very. Has he seen it?
No.
No.
Would you like to see the word?
Sure.
A crow. There.
Oh, no.
See, it's all in the eye of
Do
the
you
beholder.
care about us at all?
Well, some of you.
It's so gross. It can turn people away at any moment.
All right, can I change the word?
I'm reading ahead now.
All right.
Is there anything more about the crow in here?
No, nothing more about the crow. And I can change that word if you like.
Thank you.
Okay, let's change it to spit.
Crow spit.
Yeah.
It will make your eyes glisten and your tummy say howdy. Start by deveining 40 medium shrimp. Devein and give the veins to William Devane. He will put them in his she shed with seashells at the seashore for safekeeping. Why? That's classified. That's classified. Wrap the shrimp in gauze loosely and approximate a makeshift bag with the gauze. Swing the shrimp vigorously and in a circular motion above your head until the shrimp have released much of their salty moisture. Editor's note, this may bother some of the other people on the elevator, but do not apologize. This is a sign of weakness.
You're swinging it on an elevator.
Fair.
Get off between the 12th and 14th floor and head immediately to the communal laundry room. Use some quarters that you stole from Granny to buy a mini box of Tide brand soap powder detergent.
You can do a perfect Paul Harvey thing
3
here
pages
now.
here.
Page 2.
By the way, page 2. If you're frugal, look for the Tide coupon in this month's issue of Suspicious Chocolatier magazine. It's the issue with Lizzo on the cover, holding an eclair. Remember, Lizzo's new single is available now. It's called Good as Hell, and it isn't. Empty the Tide brand soap powder detergent in a half sheet pan and using your finger, write a word in it that you might hear in a Quentin Tarantino movie. Get 6 pork chops out of your mini fridge and stare at them. Use your eyes to accuse them of being lazy without actually saying the words. This is a window into a man's soul here. Oscar, are you even paying attention to this?
A window into a man's soul. The
Thank
control
you.
room said that they need a light for a guest.
Oh, I see.
Nothing like being prepared to hit the airwaves. Dip each chop in an egg wash and dredge through the Tide brand soap powder detergent. If possible, use human eggs for the egg wash. But dinosaur eggs are fine in a pinch. This is like reading a serial killer's manifesto.
Look at him.
No expense was spared. Warm up your cooktop by using discarded twigs from Oscar's bug-out bag. Put the pork chops in a Buick hubcap, place over moderate heat, and cover them with kisses and bong water. Cover with a framed picture of Gary Coleman as an adult, and then never look at it again. For a thrilling side dish, get a large funnel and invert it, making sure to plug the hole with a packet of Knorr brand instant béarnaise sauce. This will prevent leaking, which would likely ruin your sexy high heels. Aren't you a pretty girl?
Gross.
That was so twisted. Fill the funnel with cranberries, cumin, discarded lettuce, 1/2 cup of ham salad, some discarded hopes, 2 nightmares, and all the pomegranate juice that you can squeeze out of an old diabetic sock. What is going on? Pomegranate juice, a superfood. Cube up some Velveeta to throw at the Salvation Army bell ringer and pelt him until he agrees to suck the pimentos out of a jar of discarded olives. Ho, 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 MFer. Did you think we were doing this on the bonus show? Is that what it was?
Not at all.
Thank you. Combine all the ingredients in a ukulele and mix, along with the water from the inside of a discarded tire. Lots of discarded as the brown liquor begins to permeate the cerebral
What we're doing
cortex.
is we're recycling. We're being very mindful.
Inside of a discarded tire, 2 blister-style Band-Aids, some clam poop included. What? And sprinkle with
Kraft Baby Marshmallows.
I'm really sad we don't do this on a daily basis. Anyway, scoop into a champagne flute and enjoy rectally.
Oh, God.
I mean,
This is
wow.
bonus show material on a Wednesday morning.
And don't forget, even though the world is falling apart around our ears, let's fake it and have a Merry Christmas. Another holiday favorite from Kraft.
Yay,
There
Kraft!
we are, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to
Filthy.
Holiday Thursday.
Sorry about the crow.
We start our party today, then you hear if you are so inclined, you hear the end of the party on Friday. That's
Right.
the way this normally works here. We're very happy to have everybody here. You guys are up there. I'm down here, but I'm already imbibing.
Oh, yay.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, wow. That is a big glass of wine.
You know, we call that in the business a
What's
heavy
that?
pour.
Is it?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Now, what is
Of
that?
wine?
Is that Manischewitz?
No, why are you so curious about the wine, Curious George? Why are you so curious? Because I think, how does it look to you?
What do you mean? It looks
It-
great.
What kind of wine does it look like to
It
you?
looks like a
cab.
Merlot.
Don't panic. Don't panic. I'm just.
It looks like a cab.
Let me show you.
Merlot? A Malbec, maybe.
Maybe a Pinot Noir.
Yes. Grapefruit juice.
Just it's Powerade.
Powerade.
Oh.
That's out of the bottle. That's not a mix.
Yeah.
Yum yum.
That's pure Powerade.
That's right. Welcome
Feel
to
the
our
power.
holiday party. It's just like Bing Crosby's holiday party today.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some of it really fine.
Oh.
I'm happy
man,
somebody's
oh, man, oh,
maintaining
man.
control.
Yes.
We are, I will tell you, in the midst of an S storm that I will share with you when we come back after the holidays. But
Oh, my
because,
God.
to
Really?
talk about it now would be insane.
Irresponsible?
But it's just, no, just really. I'll tell you off air what's
Yes.
going on, Oscar. But it's
But a tease.
just say I've got a story to tell when this all settles.
When the dust
down.
settles?
Now, I'm very excited for the holidays because my middle daughter will be coming to town on Friday morning, and she will be bringing her boyfriend
Yay!
to the home.
You like this, guys, because he's bringing his sticks.
Yeah, he's bringing
I
sticks.
like the guy. I like the
Not
guy.
just
It's still
the
a
stick.
little, this
Sticks.
is my baby girl.
Right.
This is my little girl. You know what I mean? And now, I'm thinking I can go one of two ways. I'd like to really recreate the Henry Fonda scene from It's a Golden Pond. It's on Golden
On
Pond.
Golden Pond.
It's a Golden Pond. That fabulous
Jimmy
sequel.
Stewart.
that,
And it's a golden pond.
It's a Golden Pond. It's the Italian version of On Golden Pond. It's a golden pond as big as your head.
and
It's
I'm a fatter little
spectacular-
girl now. Just a fatter little girl.
Yes.
So you're
But,
excited for that.
Well, I'm happy they're coming down. It's
Yeah.
just, it's kind of, let me just say this. It will be the first time, It will be the first time that I will be waking up in the morning and realizing that on the other side of a door are two human beings, one of whom I created.
Oh, you're letting them
Yeah,
sleep in the same
together?
bed?
I have no choice. I don't
Oh,
have any
that
space
is
here.
a
No, you have.
no
There's
go.
always a choice.
Now,
That is a
hold on. We didn't discuss
no-go.
this. This is what. Now, I want, listen to me.
Oh,
listen,
boy.
Listen, Pajama Boy.
To the left,
I want you to.
We've got the living room. To the right, we've got the sin bin.
Mike, I have seen your lanai. It is beautiful and
Yeah,
more
you-
than
you-
enough space
you
for a
let
blowout.
Carla,
mattress.
can you come in here?
This
we
is
have
not
to talk
okay.
about this.
This is so.
We have to talk.
not-
Happy holidays. Welcome to the TMOS 2019 Christmas
This
party.
is not O'Mara. These are not the O'Mara rules. These are not. It's not tradition. You are rooted in tradition, Mike.
I need more wine.
These are not her rules. These are not his
These are
rules.
your
These are our
rules.
rules.
Your rules.
These are our rules, and they're in place to make the household run happy.
It's not 1958.
Mike, I wasn't, and my sister was not, and my brother was not allowed to sleep in the same room in my parents' house with their girlfriends, fiance, or anybody until they were married.
I was married 5 years before I was allowed to sleep in the same room with Carrie in my
right.
own home.
Hi, Carla.
Living in sin.
No, Carla, I need you in here.
Oh, she
All right,
thought
get
she
a
was,
chair.
you just was at where you're asking for something. She brought you
Get a
something.
chair.
Was she getting a
I
chair?
would like a drink,
Chair,
by the way.
Molly.
That would be
Molly,
great.
Molly.
Love it.
Somebody.
All right, say welcome to
Hi,
Carla.
Carla. You look
good to see you.
fantastic.
Look at you.
I'm good. How are you guys?
All right,
Great.
so
Merry
you
Christmas.
gotta-
We have a moral hazard.
This is Oscar, so
And a
2020.
dilemma.
And a
This
dilemma.
is what I don't want to do.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know what I
this-
mean?
Yeah. You don't
I know
want to be
you
next
have
to
a
your
brain
wife.
for those kind of things. I don't have the same mind you have, so I want you to
wouldn't be alone.
envision her coming
Okay,
in.
her coming in and always be ready to go. 2 mics,
Sitting
3
across from me
mics,
and something
boom.
like that.
You can do a talk show. Do you want a Do you want a headset? Maybe. I think you look great in a headset. Like you have a mic and a boom, just like Stern does.
She's listening on the headphones.
Yeah, I
that
can
we
hear
have.
you.
Okay. So we'll work on that.
Mike doesn't have another headset.
I
hear
think
you.
you answered the question. I think you answered the question.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so here it is. Elizabeth and her beau.
Connor.
I didn't want to
Oh,
say.
sorry.
Well,
Oh, well, there we are.
yeah. I bet he's doing a lot
I
of
thought
that.
you didn't know his name.
Wonder if he's in front of a battleship or
Welcome to
a
my last
aircraft
24
carrier.
hours.
Do you
I
want me to
guarantee you
read-
Mike
No, I
knew
don't.
his
No,
name.
no.
I guarantee you he knew his name.
I was saying that after the holidays are over, when we come back, we'll probably have some interesting stories to tell.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
About the run up to selling this home.
Yeah,
Right?
right,
We've been living that for 24 hours, right?
right.
Right. Let's just say, I'll say this: a salute to all the great realtors out there.
Oh,
Okay.
I got you.
I feel you.
I feel you.
Let me just say this. Just want to say one thing, and I'll be done with it. Okay?
Mhm.
Sharp as tacks.
Mm.
Thank you.
Mike, I've found that
That's
the
all I
cream always rises to the top.
You feel better?
What do you want to do? Duh. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I do. I'll stop.
All right.
Can we get
Stop.
back to Captain Gunner?
That wasn't his name.
Oh.
We're not
so
going to
anyway.
repeat his name.
Okay.
Regarding the sleeping arrangements, have
Can you
you
write it
given
down for
any
me?
thought
Yeah.
to what are you babbling about?
Nothing. You
over
guys
there?
are talking about your situation. We're talking about our situation.
What's your situation?
That we don't know if we like this guy or not, and if they should sleep together in this under the same roof.
And when he
well,
says sleep together, he's talking geographically,
Geographically, yeah.
not
well,
carnally.
how do you line up on it, Carla?
If she was under 18, I don't think they, obviously she's same bed. However, she is out of school. She's 22.
Has a job.
She has a job. She lives on her own.
He has a job.
It is what it is.
He's flying them down here.
They're going to sleep in Michael's bed. But I will make it clear.
Oh, that's weird.
The pirate ship?
that-
Oh, will you calm down? Why am I feeling like Oscar's turning into an 1800s like schoolmister?
Okay, so
Mistress.
there's a school.
Mister, it's a golden pot.
Pony makes a good point where he says,
When
how are
did
they-
Pony make a point?
he just said, are they both going to live in the sleep in the pirate ship, and now they're going to fit? Like, is that something that's going to happen?
That's gone.
Okay,
I
so
thought it was worth rehashing because it was funny.
so they're young. I remember what it was like. Well, you're still young, Carla. But Mike, remember what it was like when you were young. So
Thank you.
No,
and you were-
I don't.
and you, and you were in love, and you were going away to spend the holidays together.
First love.
My parents are old school, and they would not let my brother, myself, or my sister sleep in the same room, even though we were together in a long-term relationship,
Right.
until we were married. And it's just a sign of respect to the household. So I don't know if you want to adopt that rule of law.
Carrie's mom was the same way, and Carrie's much, much, much older than me.
How would you play it, Rob, if the shoe was on the other foot?
I would divide it into 2 bedrooms, guys and gals. You and Michael and this gentleman in one room, and Carla and Elizabeth in the other. And it'd be like a sleepover.
He's
Makes
lying.
perfect sense.
Yeah, he would go, yep, okay.
Oh,
Here
no.
we go.
Well, let's take
Oh,
a
no, I wouldn't.
modern take on this. And if you don't mind, Madeline Masiello, what happens when your boyfriend goes and visits your home?
Yeah, old what's his name? He's been to the house, hasn't he?
We live together, and my parents still make us sleep in separate rooms.
Yeah, but what about Grandma?
The mayor. The mayor.
Grandma's with me. Oh.
You know, her grandmother still doesn't know that she has a live-in boyfriend.
Yeah, we're not going to tell her.
No, not in Ruin These Last
It's
Years.
the mayor's rules, Mike. It's the mayor's rules.
That's right.
It's, you know what? You're her father. It's really ultimately up to you.
Oh, God, I want to have a peaceful holiday.
All right, how about this? Let me offer this, a consideration.
What?
I only see a small part of your home, but what I see includes a couch.
And it's a pullout.
Ooh,
Yeah, you put him in there, and you also lock him in at 9 p.m., and the door opens promptly at 7
And you put a
a.m.
piece of tape outside just in case they break the seal.
Yeah, you put a
And
little
I
sneak a piece of
think-
paper in the seal, like in the Sting. Yeah.
And I think ultimately they would respect you more if you had them.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to cause any upset?
Who cares?
Yeah, there you go. There's her. Look. Oh, glad the three of you agree.
Yeah.
Glad the three of you agree. All right. Would you like to give a Christmas message to the listening audience?
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And be kind, spread kindness, do for others, listen.
Would you like to talk about your new piece of equipment that you got for your facials?
Yes, I'm going to start doing hydrofacial.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait.
Ask me about
Pre-book
the
your appointments now. 239-247-4036. I'm
Hydrofacials.
available 24/7.
Oh, look at that.
What
Make
if we
sure
use
you're
What if we
visiting-
use the code TMOS?
Yeah, you get 10%.
Oh, look at that. She already knows.
If are visiting Southwest Florida, please come to me. I'm a small business. Give me a shot.
I love this.
All right,
Love it.
yeah, why don't you go
It's great.
later on
Carla?
this morning? Give Elizabeth a call and tell her what the arrangements are going to
Well,
be.
what are they, Mike?
Couch City,
Well, I
sweetheart.
agree with the three of you. Although I'm wondering whether the three of you are just trying to make my life difficult. How do you think? I want
Really,
quiet from the peanut
honestly?
gallery. Yeah, really honestly. Does it matter to you?
I thought about it
Oh.
before this, and
I really
and-
didn't.
I did, and I do like if it was Michael, I would not let Michael sleep in the same bed with his girlfriend. If they were married, that's different.
Why would he be married at 6 years old?
No,
No,
you
he's
know
in.
what I
Who's,
mean.
you know,
Oh, in the
he's older. He's
future.
older.
Okay.
You've never been to Tibet. I have no
Yes, I
idea what I
have.
just said.
Mike,
I don't
ask
know
me
what I
that
just
question again in January.
said. Yes. So you think this is going to be okay?
Well, it's ultimately up to you. How do you truly feel about it? I don't think you care.
I don't.
Well, then let them sleep together.
Hey, well, that's where it starts, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
He
have
sees
to
Hey,
be
it
there.
starts.
He sees
it
the-
starts.
he sees-
it starts the marriage before Carla. That's where it started.
no,
I'm a part-time
He
dad.
says the guy sees you. He's like, oh, he doesn't care. He's so cool. No, you don't want to be the cool dad. You want to be the dad. You respect my house.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he will respect you more and like you more if you lay down some rules.
Yeah.
I agree. But Mike, it's your
Don't Caleb
decision,
this
it's your
situation,
fault.
Mike.
Don't Caleb this.
Don't Caleb this. Don't support something you know in your heart is wrong.
Yeah. Should I stand up to Caleb the way you stood up to him?
You said go ahead, hang out with him.
What did I say? I said, don't Caleb this.
Well, yeah. So you're
Use
telling
me as an- I'm
you're,
saying
you're
that I
telling
s-
me what to do.
No, I'm saying that I screwed up and learned from my mistakes. There's no way I can say that I handled anything about that right. Learn from it. Be a jerk.
Oh, look, we've got a visitor. Mike. Look.
Yay!
Who's the visitor?
Come on in, please.
Yes.
You know these three gentlemen, and a goose. Come
Oh,
on in.
I
come
know
on
that
in,
goose.
Come on in.
I know that
Favorite
goose.
sheep.
Why don't you ask? Why don't you ask Jimmy Cerrito what goes on in his house?
Yeah.
Who's that? TJ?
Yes.
That is TJ Rogers, everybody,
Hi,
from
TJ.
Jimmy's Old Town Tavern.
Miss you.
Have Jimmy. Jimmy.
Yes,
what
sir.
Are you? What delightful beverages did you bring? Did you bring Oscar and Rob today?
Yeah, we just made some good old fashioned Bloody Marys.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, it is.
Oh.
We were gonna do the Tom and Jerry thing, but we're all on keto. Tito.
Tito
and the Tito diet.
That's Jimmy with some prepared comedy.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, of course, we're going to bring Jimmy in later on
Sure, of course.
to chat at length. But thank you for coming in on the week of your big holiday party.
Yes.
Congratulations.
A marvelous success, Jimmy.
It was a good
Are
one.
you sober yet?
No, just letting it keep burning. Hi, TJ, wake up.
Sober? What are you saying, Oscar? What was that?
We're curious if you had a 22-year-old daughter.
I did
and-
have one.
All right, I know you did, but let's say Kelsey's 22 now, and she's coming home for Christmas, and she brings a relatively long-term boyfriend with her. Are they allowed to sleep together under your roof?
Oh, hell no.
There you go.
Not
No
a
hesitation.
chance.
No hesitation.
All right, I think I'm
Separate
going to skew
rooms.
on that side.
We immediately say, here's your couch, buddy, right here. Here's
Perfect.
the couch.
Couch City.
Downstairs in
I
the
s-
basement.
Yeah, I sleep on the
think I'll-
stairs.
What did he say?
He says I sleep on the stairs.
I think I'll keep it light, but I will implement that rule.
Yeah.
Good idea. Good idea.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very good.
And I don't mind telling the kids that I took a poll of you guys.
That's
He's
true.
gonna throw you guys under the
Put
bus.
it on me. Say that stupid idiot Rob is trying to make good on how he screwed up with his own daughter.
Rob, she's a very bright girl. She won't believe it either.
See, if
enjoy your
TJ's
Bloody Marys. We're very excited to have you here. Jimmy, I have to say, because we'll talk about it in a little bit, but ladies and gentlemen, once again, congratulations
Oh, yeah.
to your Buffalo
Let's
Bills.
go.
Hey, hey.
Crazy.
Beautiful.
fan.
Who, into the microphone.
Oh yeah, Jimmy, we met another crazy Buffalo fan.
You did?
This weekend at a Christmas party.
Well, you already
She
met
was
John Bobbitt, so.
crazy
Oh,
fun.
she was a pistol.
Yeah,
was she Canadian born?
She was, and she was a Buffalo
Boo!
fan, and
She swore just like a sailor.
yeah, she was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. We're crazy up there.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you're in now, right?
Let's
Carly, you're a
go
Bills fan.
Buffalo.
Yes?
I really do like I like the fans. Yeah.
Love it. You're in.
Yeah.
You're
Carla's
in.
ready to really jump on. I mean,
I really want to.
I've been a bandwagoner because of
Yeah.
you for a long time, and
Pretty
because with the old Don and Mike show, we used to have an affiliate in Buffalo,
Right.
And we actually made a pilgrimage up to Buffalo. Where we went to the
WWKB.
game and everything, and I loved it then. It was
Time to
just
go
such
back for
fun,
a live show.
live show in Buffalo.
Yeah, in
they
the
have
winter
casinos.
time. In the winter
Yeah,
time.
destination city
In the fall. In the fall when it's warm.
No, in the winter.
in fall when it's warm.
Yeah, the
in
leaves.
Buffalo when it's 11 degrees.
It's beautiful. Go to the beautiful Silver Shores in
Mike,
Buffalo.
when I was at your house, you were wearing a Miami Dolphins hat, and you threw it. You threw it at me and said, "This is my new team." You were like, "Get that
yeah,
out
I
of here!"
just can't feel it, Jimmy. I'm
No.
trying all the time, but I can't feel it.
Yeah, he's even trying to switch from the Caps to the Bolts, and then all of
No.
a sudden the next day it's like, no.
No.
No, can't do it.
Yeah,
it's
can't
hard.
do it.
It's hard to shake that. All right. Well, you have to run, right?
Stay with your
Do I?
caps.
Yeah, you have to run now.
Yeah.
You told me it. Don't
I
say do
know.
I. I'll have you here for 2 hours. All
Yeah,
right.
I have to go. Have fun.
Happy
Hey, Merry
Crimble.
Christmas,
Bye,
Carla.
Merry
Christmas.
Carla, thank you for the card. Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah, beautiful picture of Michael. Absolutely.
There she goes.
Does she know that the fruitcakes may be slightly belated this year? From me, the personal one?
The personal fruitcakes.
Yes.
What's belated like after Christmas?
Yeah, but they'll arrive between Christmas and New Year's. I just want you
Rob's
to...
real fruitcakes are arriving between Christmas and New Year's.
Don't think I forgot you. 2 on the way, maybe 3.
All right. Very good.
All right.
3 would be
the
better.
goose is going to stay for a
love you,
little bit.
Mike. All right.
I'll
fair.
put him on this side.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye,
5.
darling.
She says 5.
So happy Christmas. Yes,
We
what?
helped you.
Yeah, I think so. It's I really hadn't given it a tremendous amount of thought. That's the honest answer. I didn't think about it a lot.
But you can scapegoat us with it.
Yeah, just
I
say,
don't care.
The
I
guys
don't
made a
need-
big deal
look,
of you guys sleeping
excuse
together. We said no.
Who are you talking to here? Do you think I need to scapegoat anything? I don't need to scapegoat. I don't. It's not. I don't want to upset and I'm going to keep it light. I'm going to go. You are in. And I will. There's one thing I'll need to do.
What's that?
I'll have to have an advanced conversation with my daughter.
Okay, that's wise. That's very wise.
That's because I don't want a scene when they're here. I don't want that to happen.
You wouldn't
You
make
think
a
he's
scene.
like licking his chops right now, going, "Oh man, a little part." But they've been together. Look, they've been together. They've
Yeah,
been
of
together
course.
almost 2 years.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
probably,
but not under your roof.
Oh, you think that's like a thing with
Damn
him?
right.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Oh, it's conquest.
Yeah. This,
You turn your mic off
this
right
pervert.
away.
This pervert doesn't
Look,
ruin
I get it. I just haven't thought about it. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Conquest.
I'm skewing to
Bros.
where you guys are.
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't want it to be a thing. I hope it's not a
Do you
thing.
think
If it's a
when
thing-
when Pony finally gets in another long term relationship with Nana Marsupio, he will he'll think about
Don't blame me.
He'll think about conquest as he's a conquistador. He's running around town and he's going from in-law to in-law.
No,
and
what'll
spreading
happen?
business.
What he'll do is he'll say, you know, it'd be great. We have a long weekend. Do you want to go down to my boss's house and bone?
You know, it's funny you're speculating about that because, well, can I answer it this
So
way?
messed up.
Do you mind if I answer it this
Yes.
way? To be honest with you, in a galaxy far, far away, this will happen someday, a long time from now, on the planet Never. Thank you.
The best of O'Mara.
I have to mention a couple of things quickly here.
All right.
If I can. Carla made a reference to it. I just wanted to make a reference very quickly. That we went out to dinner with her and her girlfriends. Did I tell you that story? on
No,
the show?
not at all.
No, you teased
All right.
it multiple
It's a
times
nice
this
evening.
week, but we have not.
First of all, it's a Tuesday night. It's middle of the work week. I got to be in here. Got to be ready to go. I didn't feel like making a super late night, but originally we were going. Traffic down here is welcome to Fairfax. It is now bumper to bumper. I sat in bumper to bumper.
Is it
Traffic
because of the
took me-
snowbirds?
I have no idea. It could be. I both times have been around the 5 o'clock
Well, spring
hour.
training is about to start. People
That's
are
true.
getting in town.
And well, they may be. It might be. They do have a rush hour down here, so
Okay.
it might have been that as well. But it's been. We were trying to get down to Cape Coral to go to this place we went last week, where it just the traffic was undoable. So we all decided that we are going to Carla and her 2 girlfriends. We're going to go down to the River District, all the way downtown. Takes a little less time, and it's going to be
Down
fine.
by
And
the river.
Were you going to go
And
there and
they're-
get water for your new thing?
Get right out of the river. The Caloosahatchee, Rob.
Oh, that's a great river.
The Caloosahatchee River. Yeah, man, Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Caloosahatchee. Anyway, so it's a nice evening. I'm drinking my new
Went to the
beverage,
Olive
which
Garden.
is
It was lovely.
it was lovely. I'm drinking my new beverage of the Diatonic and gin,
Okay.
which seems to have just my liver seems to have compensated for it rather quickly. The first weekend I had them, I'm like, I had two, and I looked at Carl and I said, "This is a pretty good drink that I'm drinking right now."
Do you find
now-
when you change horses, alcohol-wise, there's like a honeymoon period where it's very
Yeah.
effective right from the
Yeah.
start, and then it wears
then-
off.
It wears off. And so
Yeah.
I'm drinking this kind of pseudo bitter, limey crap and kind of going, not as special. Not as special as it was. Might be the gin, too. I don't know. There are lots of theories. A lot of people have opinions. Gin drinkers have a lot of opinions
Tony likes
on
gin.
what is the best gin.
I think Sapphire, not a great.
Just because we mention your name doesn't
You know
mean
what?
you
I
need to
have an
No, I want to
opinion.
hear it. I want to hear it.
this is a
Sapphire
nice
what?
experiment.
What?
I don't think Sapphire is a great gin for gin and tonic because it just has so many other spices in it. I think if you go with something
Tanqueray.
Tanqueray's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Tanqueray it is.
Or what
I'm
about
gonna
the
try-
old Bombay?
Hey, the old Bombay. Yeah, I'm going to put the Bombay grease. There you go. Pour it in the glass. Strap on a gun and become a lawman. We have so many maggots on the... I was going to say, Pony, as far as you're a big gin drinker,
Yes.
the buzz factor, which
Yes.
is really, because I'm going down from like a few beers to a couple of drinks, what would have the biggest kick, in your opinion?
Biggest kick is going to be Hendrix.
And that's 45 proof, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
45%, 90
well,
proof.
Sapphire is right there as well. I think
I think Sapphire has two strengths. I think they have I think there is an 80 proof and a 90 proof.
I'm not.
I think what I'd
aware
like
of
to
that,
do,
but
I'd like to get the Sapphire Mind Eraser. It's as far as gin goes, it's a rock star. It very, very is. Anyway, so if you were to say you're the last gin on the planet, what would you get? Would you get the Tanqueray?
no, I would get Hendrix. Hendrix gin
Okay.
with
You think
a
he's
little
made
bit
of
of
money?
cucumber. It is
Man's
the
on a budget,
best
for
gin
God's
ever.
sakes.
Is that the blue bottle?
No, it's the big black glass bottle.
Okay, all right, yeah, I've seen it. It's costly.
I've never had it.
Yeah, it's
That's
expensive.
how special it is.
That's how I like my gin.
Yeah, you
Big
do.
and black.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know what that means.
Just like your
but,
men.
Yeah.
I just thought.
And your coffee.
Satisfaction
you had to-
guaranteed.
For the dummies in the audience, you just had to give a little
Sorry.
tip in because somebody just heard me say that. And
I
went,
watched Airplane.
and then,
Yeah. It is a joke from Airplane.
cut me some slack, Jack.
So you're
Yeah,
drinking
so-
gin and sitting with some broads.
Night goes well. We go to this place and we have dinner. And because I can only eat protein, I order a steak. And it's one of those places that has the super grill where it's char, where they serve the vegetables with the char on them
Yeah.
and the steak with the char. And I don't like char. I don't like that. I don't like anything that's overly charred on the outside. And that's all this place was.
Right.
And so I'm drinking my drink, and maybe the honeymoon period, as Rob said, was over. So I'm drinking my drink, and I'm going, and then I'm having my meat, and I'm going, and nothing tasted good. But, the conversation was fine. And at the end of the evening, I'm kind of looking around the room, and the three hens are, going, and that's what it sounds like to me. I'm not hearing anything other than, and then I hear, boob job, boobs, and
What?
they're talking about boob jobs.
Oh.
And I hear them going back and forth, and they're saying boob job. Well, I think that if you're going to, and I stop, and I didn't smash my hand down on the table, but I stopped and I said, "Excuse me, I have a penis. This is not a conversation. Have this conversation in your spa. Have this conversation at your hair salon.
Whoa.
Don't have the conversation with me. I am a being that has some magnetism, and your conversation is indicating to me that I'm just a eunuch
Right.
sitting over there like the help that you can have this conversation about."
I think you've got this all wrong. I think you've got this completely wrong. They're having this conversation in front of you because they're with your wife and they feel like she is in this world of dermatology now, that it's almost like a work conversation. So it's not
Aren't you
because they don't
sweet?
care about you. It's because they
always me.
they liken you as a brand extension of your wife, and that you should be comfortable with this
Or
conversation.
maybe, Mike, even more, it might be the delicate dance of seduction.
No, absolutely not that one. Both of you are wrong. One of you is more wrong. I didn't feel as though I was any extension other. I was the old man, the non-sexual being sitting there eating, picking at his asparagus. That's what I was.
He can't hear us. Don't worry. Go ahead, girls.
Right. Exactly. All right. All right. So
Wait,
now
what's the
is
story?
TV lady standing by, like you said before, or is it the usual where they tell you a time and it's not the time?
What's the time?
We are waiting for the text
I
right
have a
now.
follow-up.
I think it'll be in the next
Just
minute or
found
so.
out Angie is doing 3 minutes TV hit at 9:30. She'll text when she's ready, likely 9:34, said the man looking at his watch at 9:37.
Mike,
I just
if it
texted her.
happens,
We'll
awesome.
find out.
If it doesn't, no worries. I have a
I know.
follow-up for the question and the conversation you just brought up.
Yes.
Your wife briefly said, we're going to get you a pellet. And the only thing I know about pellets is pellets that you feed little animals. I don't know what a pellet is. I don't know what she was talking about.
Yeah, she was putting it in my butt or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
right?
yeah,
like
yeah.
an injection or something
I
like
don't.
that?
We didn't know. That's as far as it went. and
I
then we all
don't know either. And
laughed
by the way,
kinda like,
I ain't
wow,
letting
like
that happen. I ain't letting somebody put somebody at a place where they, do facials to shoot me in the ass with something. That's not going to happen. That's what you hear about people.
That's not your face.
Yeah, you know what? You know something? Seriously, I'll go down there and some guys will be, yeah, I feel great now. And they'll be walking out and they're going to shoot me in the ass, and 3 weeks later I die of the coronavirus.
What
Not
is a
happen.
pellet? No, no
Yeah,
one
what
knows.
is it?
You know why I might never find that out? Because I'm not going to ask and I'm not going to push the issue. You want to give me a facial and exfoliate my ass? Go right ahead. But I'm not going to have a needle put into my body when there's not Dr. Kildare standing over me, okay? I've had enough needles and enough surgeries. It will not happen. It does not compute. No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Get the pellet. Get the pellet.
The best of O'Mara.
Turn that up. Paper everywhere. Paper crawling up my butt
Papers.
here. All right, thank you.
Let me see your papers.
Paper, yeah. There are plenty of British tabloids that'll tell you they saw this coming. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, they announced yesterday that they're going to step back as senior members of the royal family. Don't ask me why this annoys me, but it does.
Me too. Some reason I don't know. I can't put my finger on it.
It's her. It's her. It's all her.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they're quitting or renouncing their fancy titles as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They're just decided to, quote, carve out a progressive new role within this institution. Part of that carving includes becoming financially independent. They're also going to split their time between the UK and North America. Harry has a series on mental health in the works for Apple TV. They also want to be free to interact with the media in any way they see fit. The family currently participates in something called the Royal Rota system. It's basically a pool of British press that gets exclusive access to official engagements of the royal family. Harry and Meghan haven't been happy with how the British media have treated them. Harry recently complained about the way they've been trying to juice up a feud between him and his brother Prince William. And Meghan said, quote, "The biggest thing that I know is that I never thought this would be easy, but I thought it would be fair." And that's the part that's really hard to reconcile.
She's
but
trouble. Meghan Markle.
I so agree with Rob.
Read her quote again. It's
the
phrased
biggest-
like trouble.
Why?
The biggest thing that I know is that I never thought it would be easy, but I thought it would be fair, and that's the part that's really hard to reconcile.
May I
go
add
ahead.
this?
Yes, go ahead.
If every little girl's and now boys a dream growing up is to be a princess,
Right.
why all of a sudden when she gets that dream does she
Right.
decide,
The reality shows are better in Northern America.
because this isn't a money thing. They have money regardless.
Right.
This is
Financially independent's kind of a joke.
You know what
Yeah.
this is?
About that.
This is what this is. This is what's wrong with these millennial jokes because they don't realize how good they got it.
I agree with you. I'm there. We're all, rarely are the three of us completely a unified front, but we all feel, this irritated me. Here's what, let me continue.
And when you issue a statement to the world that starts out with the biggest thing.
Right.
That's dumb.
No matter what happens, they say they still plan to, quote, honor our duty to the Queen, the Commonwealth, and our patronages. That means their charities. Sources say Harry and Meghan didn't clear any of this with the fam beforehand and threw it out there and threw them for a loop. The response from Buckingham Palace kind of backs that up. They said, quote, discussions with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are at an early stage. We understand their desire to take a different approach, but these are complicated issues that will take time to work through. All right.
This was so shocking, Mike, that at Christmas dinner,
look,
Prince Philip released.
Here it is. I watched, if you watched The Crown, which is a great series with different actors that they put into the roles this year, you get a handle on the amazing heavy burden of being in this family and their responsibilities. But they also, the trappings that go along with it are pretty spectacular. And but at the same time, you've got this lady that got people through World War II and has been there for her country. And look, I don't care. I'm an Irishman. I'm from Irish descendants. I do not like the British tyrants of history. But as far as this Meghan Markle, the millennial, who Oscar was Meghan Markle, it's just, you're in there for 5 minutes and you're bitching about it. When you've got the Grand Dame, who's 150 years old, who's sitting up there suffering in silence for her entire life. You think she's doing it because she digs it?
No.
You're barking up the wrong tree. So there's part of me that says it's great for the country of England that they've had this royalty, and it's a consistent tradition they've had. Screw your personal happiness. You can go to Saint-Tropez and hide out there. It just irritates me a little bit.
If you're that against this whole process, why not pay back the kingdom for the wedding? At Buckingham Palace.
Precisely.
And what happened?
There's no good that's going to come of this.
What happened to the Harry of a few years ago when he was in Vegas with hookers? That's the Harry I like.
But you have a history.
He's not going to get a marker now.
No. Get a marker.
You had Queen Elizabeth's uncle abdicate the throne for the woman he loves. That's not unusual.
That big dummy. I saw that on The Crown.
Right? But here's the thing. But what you do is, and I believe this, I think her name was Tina Brown, who is a royal writer writes about the royal family. She gets where they're coming from, but also says you don't do it halfway. If you're out, you're out.
Yeah.
And if you're in, you're in.
You can't be in sales and programming.
Exactly.
Either talent or you're in sales.
I love doing this show. God, I'm glad to be back. Justin Bieber has been working on his mental health lately. Excuse me. I don't know why I hit the frog. But
yummy,
I did.
yummy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yummy, yummy.
I don't know why.
Yummy. Great lyrics.
That is a long frog. Okay. Justin Bieber, in an Instagram post yesterday, he put it all out there. He said, while a lot of people kept saying Justin Bieber looks like poop on meth, etc., they failed to realize I've been recently diagnosed with Lyme disease. Not only that, but I had a serious case of chronic mono, which affected my skin, brain function, energy, and overall health. These things will be explained further in a docu-series I'm putting it on YouTube shortly.
I have one question about the Lyme disease. Is the tick okay?
He's strung out somewhere.
Yeah, he is. You can learn all that I've been battling and overcoming. It's been look, when they say that, they're not. Anyway. I spent enough on
What
Marco.
PR person says, "Hey, let's go out on a limb with Lyme disease"?
Right.
Yeah.
And dye your hair pink. Yummy.
It's been a rough couple of years, aren't we cruel? But getting the right treatment that will help treat this so far incurable disease, and I will be back and better than ever. So that's
Hold it. You mean better than ever?
Better than ever.
How could that be?
Better Bieber.
Better Bieber.
2020.
And Leonardo DiCaprio was on a private yacht, and the crew picked up a guy that almost drowned.
That's good.
That's on there, too.
Thanks, Leo.
Let's see. Technology is getting us closer and closer to the point where we'll be able to have conversations with our dogs. This is the very first step. A Japanese company called Languilus just created a harness for dogs with a sensor that changes color based on how the dog is feeling.
Because dogs are so hard to read?
Relaxed, excited, happy, interested, or stressed. Those are the categories.
Yeah.
And the harness connects to an app on your phone so you can track your dog's moods over time.
Hey, why
The
don't we
company
put the
says-
harness on Justin Bieber? Track his health.
The company says they figured out how to detect a dog's emotions by studying heart rate patterns for dogs in different situations. The harnesses should go on sale in the U.S. sometime later this year. They're already on sale in Japan for around $37. Isn't that exciting? And now a little something.
Yes.
There's a 28-year-old woman named Shauna Joseph from Jersey City, New Jersey. She went to the DMV on Tuesday afternoon, and apparently she got very frustrated with the long line in front of her. So she did what everybody does. She started beating up the employees.
Nice.
She also smashed $23,000 worth of computers and equipment, and she kicked the police officers who came to arrest her. The cops found a cigarette on her that was laced with PCP. Shocker.
Is that still a thing?
She was arrested for criminal mischief, drug possession, aggravated assault, and hindering apprehension. When asked for comment, a rep from the DMV said, D36? D36?
My quick update.
Yes.
You're going to live. It's
Really?
exactly what I said. Have Carla massage your hip. That might be a bonus.
Nice.
And also,
Very
a
good.
heating pad will allow you, if within 48 hours you don't feel any better, then it didn't work.
Oh, okay. I mean, you're talking about the
cortisone shot.
The place where the numb part of my leg I put a
Yes.
heating pad on? Is
Yes.
that what I do? Okay,
Yes.
very good.
Okay.
A new study found the Cheesecake Factory is now America's favorite chain restaurant, which makes sense. Giant portions, every type of cuisine on one menu, and dessert is pretty much mandatory.
Sure, it's the Cheesecake Factory.
Not a fan.
Oh, you
Been
know what?
once, probably maybe twice.
Once?
Not a fan.
Been
Yeah.
twice, not
Oh,
impressed.
man.
Not
like
impressed.
30
No.
times.
You dig it. You dig
Oh,
the
yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Too much sugar, too much sweet sauces, sweet sauces.
They
sweet,
offer
sweet,
so
sweet,
much
sweet.
variety.
Ah,
They do. They have a lot of variety. Maybe
But
the
it's
last
treat
time I was
day.
there was with my mom for I think a birthday brunch that we had for
I
her
remember that.
before my son was born. That's how long ago it
Wow.
was. Here's the top 10, although you might not know some of them, but don't worry, they're all expanding, and they'll be coming to your neighborhood soon.
Great.
Number 10, Chevy's Fresh Mex.
Oh,
I've
definitely
heard of
been
it.
there.
You know
They have it in PG County.
You've been there. What do you think of it? Good?
Solid happy hours. A lot of drunk salespeople.
Isn't it
Okay,
called
very good.
Chevy's?
Chevys.
Chevy's Fresh Mex. Number 9, Mellow Mushroom Pizza. I've never heard of that one.
I think there is one in Herndon. Is there not? I think I've seen it.
The Mellow Mushroom is actually, I think, is it a West Coast chain? It's a for stoners. I know that much.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
They love
something.
it.
Herndon, Virginia doesn't have chain restaurants. Anyway, number 8, 99 Restaurant and Pub. I've been there. 99
never
is New
been.
England. It's New England.
Ah.
And once again, I bring my mom up. She loved the chain restaurants. She used to like to go to 99, and they have a good lobster roll there. Up in New England, if you're in there, I recommend that chain highly. Number 7, it's lovely, the Olive Garden.
It's tough. After all the shtick we've done on Olive Garden here on the program,
Yeah.
it's tough to go back.
Remember, they don't put salt in their pasta water to make their pots last longer. Yay, Olive Garden.
Number 6, Carrabba's. Number 5, Romano's Macaroni Grill. Number 4, Red Lobster. Number 3, as they say down here, the old man that said, the Bonefish. Number 2, my daughters went on this kick for a while, the Melting Pot.
Oh, yeah.
Pricey.
God, get ready. Bring your checkbook.
Yeah, don't take a bad date. You're stuck
And,
for hours.
It's horrible. And low lighting, too, though, if you're ugly. The Cheesecake Factory is number 1. Well, I know these things. Sharon Osbourne skipped the talk yesterday, the day after news broke that she and Ozzy split up. A source says she's been pretty down, but she did spend Mother's Day with her children and grandchildren. Julie Chen addressed Sharon's absence on the show, saying, quote, Sharon understandably took today off. We are sending all of our love to her and to her family, and we ask that you do the same. Meanwhile, Ozzy issued a statement. No, Ozzy issued a statement defending his sobriety, but he was quiet on the issue of his fidelity. He said, quote, I've been sober for 3.25 years. I have not touched drugs or alcohol in that time. Any reports that I am not sober are completely inaccurate. But he didn't say anything about the cheating.
Anything about
there were-
Jimmy's?
Nothing about Jimmy Cerrito. There were reports.
Buy a brick for the expansions called the Buffalo Wing.
Sharon, we're making tremendous progress. There were reports early yesterday that Ozzy was missing, which is ridiculous because he's a grown man. Either way, it was a false alarm. He was spotted leaving an office building in L.A. carrying his dog.
Mike, to be clear, the missing persons report was filed by Ozzy Osbourne.
I'm missing.
I don't know where I am.
Find me, please. So, how unpopular is Donald Trump? He is so unpopular that people prefer both Lice and Nickelback to Donald Trump.
Wow.
Who says this, Mr. O'Mara?
This is according to an actual national poll by Public Policy Polling. He ran neck and neck with...
That sounds shady already.
Well, hey, I attributed it. That's it. That's more than he does. He ran neck and neck with Nickelback, but Lice crushed him 54% to 28%.
Nice.
Other things more popular than Trump were traffic jams, used car salesmen, hipsters, the DMV, jury duty, and root canals.
Nice.
He did beat cockroaches and hemorrhoids, but among just women, he lost those two.
Hey, are they still on the morning show down there, Cockroaches and Hemorrhoids?
Hey, I'm Cockroach.
And I'm Hemorrhoid.
Nice to see everybody.
They're liberal leaning, just for clarity.
Leaning. Just leaning.
Because he needs the help. All right, let it go. The Washington Nationals
Fair
were
and
in
balanced,
Chicago. Shows your host. The Washington Nationals were in Chicago to play the Cubs this weekend. Do you guys hear this story? This is a good story. Even though Bryce Harper was walked so much on Sunday that he couldn't help his team on the field, he helped a homeless woman after the game. This is a true story.
No kidding.
An employee for the Cubs says she saw Bryce get into the team bus. Then he got back off about 10 minutes later with a glass jar full of cash. Then he walked over to the homeless woman sitting under a tree nearby, and he gave it to her.
Well, that's
it's kind
nice.
of strange that he had the money in a glass jar, especially since he was coming from the team bus. But who knows? Maybe it was just lying around as a swear jar or something like that. And he passed it around to collect money from the guys, but actually got off the team bus, walked over to the homeless lady. And this was witnessed by a couple of people that were associated with the Cubs. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I think the Nationals pay all their employees with glass jars of money. I think that's what happens.
Very exciting. Thank you, learners. A 26-year-old woman named Heidi McKinney was on an Alaska Airlines flight from Vegas to Portland, Oregon on Sunday night. And the woman sitting next to her says that Heidi touched her breasts and her lady parts without consent.
Oh, you got to ask first.
Mm-hmm. So when the plane landed, Heidi was arrested for sex abuse. That's all the info we've got so far. So we don't know if Heidi was drunk or what, but there were pictures of Heidi.
Really?
And Heidi is kind of hot. Which is,
what's that last name again?
Do I need the her name is Heidi McKinney.
You know, you
Look her
might
up, Oscar,
might miss it because you're doing news coverage. So I don't think it's going to set it off.
I still think I deserve. There it is.
On the bounce.
And by the way, I should say that doesn't change anything that this woman was.
She's got that girl next door look.
You're just telling a story,
does.
Mike.
There she is. Rob, that's a picture of her.
Oh, I would take it.
Yeah.
I'd accept it.
Keeping your pants.
Yeah.
Keep
Pony.
it.
Let it happen.
And now a little something disgusting pigs. You are disgusting
But
pigs.
you know what? No, that will never happen because Pony doesn't know how to buy an airplane ticket. He's proven that.
Grown man can't travel.
A 2001 statue of a kneeling Adolf Hitler sold for a record $17.2 million at a Christie's auction in New York. Him is the title of the wax statue of a childlike Hitler by the Italian artist Maurizio Cattelan. It fetched a record for one of the sculptor's works. The statue, originally estimated at $10 million to $15 million, was part of the auction house's Bound to Fail sale of themed artwork. Cattelan's work, which features real human hair, I don't know why they put that in
That's
there,
nice.
is from an edition of 3 depicting Hitler praying. This is what he said. I wanted to destroy it myself. Or this is the guy from Italy. I wanted to destroy it myself. He has previously said of the work, according to Christie's, I changed my mind 1,000 times every day. Hitler is pure fear. The statue was sold Sunday to anonymous bidders by telephone, an anonymous bidder. All I want to know is, how did Rob qualify for the loan? I just don't understand. Thanks for holding it in, Rob. I know you were ready. You were chomping. I know you were. Thank you.
Mike, sometimes I know when to stay out of the way.
the best of O'Mara.
Oscar, I would tell you this as someone who has probably been in one or two joints in New Orleans of that nature that you were asking about. And I just think as far as the city is, even when I was a man in my 20s and 30s, that's not the I don't think you lead with that.
Well,
it is not a sin city like Las Vegas.
I didn't want to ruin it for everybody.
You should have asked, though. I probably would have told you. He probably would have told you where you.
He might have told you about a side window there.
You're bringing your lady. You're not going to be going to a gentleman's club.
She
Come
doesn't
on now.
like going out late. I need to do something. What if Ronique and I are hanging out?
Sure. Ronique knows.
Here's the dilemma I face with the great city of New Orleans. I mean, I realize it's fun. I realize we're going to be there for a couple of days. But the fact is, I'm pretty focused on giving everybody a really good show on Saturday night. So the idea of super drinky late nights, what I might do, though, to acclimate myself to the late night lifestyle, some of those jazz shows late at night sound like they could be spectacular.
Oh, yeah.
Like whatever the soul horns or whatever those are. Oh, my God, that sounds like it might be. And you can tell that I got it messed up already. But
as we said, we recorded the entire interview, so we have a record
it should
of
be. It should be special. It's really, really cool. Halloween here in Fort Myers, I mean, we kind of got it out of our system last week, and I think the little guys going to hockey practice on Halloween. I don't think we're planning anything.
You guys
Rob,
don't trick or treat?
We trick or treat in a controlled environment. There might be a few things going on, but
wouldn't
he's
somebody
got
knock
hockey
on
practice.
your door at least?
No, nobody in here.
No.
I
Here?
don't know. I'm sorry.
You got 5. There are probably 5 people in a community over 500 that would even open their doors on Halloween around here.
Besides, you have your the calling card of the trick or treater is the jack-o'-lantern, and yours is gone.
Thank you for the tip because the squirrels destroyed the jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
A 2-day jack-o'-lantern.
Effing squirrels.
It was 2 days. It literally, if that, it lasted. And Rob said it was squirrels. And then I went out yesterday, and it was completely flat on the ground. And then it's even more destroyed today. So I guess they feast on the pumpkin. It's a feast for them.
When
right?
we lived in McLean, we had huge maple trees in our yard because it was an old house, and the squirrels would wait, and we had a screen door. We could watch them come onto our porch and destroy our jack-o'-lanterns.
So
it was actually
they
fascinating
jump all
to watch.
over it and push it down and chew on it and do all that crap? What are they doing?
Well, I mean,
they crawl inside it. Do they crawl inside of the
after
thing?
they eat their way
eggs.
in? They don't lay eggs, Boney. They have live young. I
Isn't
did
that
one
gross?
time see a squirrel.
Eat their way in. Yeah.
It is sort of creepy to see a squirrel climb in the mouth that you've carved, and the
Right.
squirrel goes in and then comes out. It's it enters and exits that way.
Does it make me an animal abuser that I love watching those viral videos of the squirrels where they put the bungee cord traps?
Love
and,
that.
They'll
Squirrel
put a piece
launchers?
of peanut butter on the squirrel comes over and goes deep and then
Love
just
it.
takes off. I like
Well,
that.
they probably do them a favor, especially if they're a gliding squirrel, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like a sugar
flying
glider.
squirrel like
flying
Rocky.
squirrel.
Yes.
They're all flying squirrels.
Some of them have flaps.
Yeah. Are you going to be going out or doing anything for Halloween after your weekend drink-a-thon?
I'm
Oscar?
going over to my elderly neighbor's house, and I'm going to help her give away candy because Shannon is teaching yoga, and she wanted some company. So I'll go over there with
Really?
Santos dressed up, and we'll help the old lady give away candy.
This is Robinson. You're trying to seduce me.
Hello, Oscar. I wanted company. I'm dressed as a sexy witch. Hello.
I'm trying to picture the woman.
I'll take that roofie.
Is this a single lady that's the elderly lady?
Widower, Mike. Widower.
A widower.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a man.
No, it's a widow.
A
It's just a
widower
widow.
is a man. A widow is a woman.
Widow.
So you're going to an elderly.
Yes, their spouse
widow's
died, Mike. That's what I mean.
Or
Okay,
was
well,
it
see.
murder?
house? Let's do a little English 101 here. So if it's a guy, it's a widower.
Right.
If it's a lady, it's just a widow.
In
You
this
see,
world
that's
of gender neutrality, Mike, do we really need to give that type of context? Someone died. That's what we really should focus on.
You know,
She's alone. I'm trying to help her.
I'm simply pointing out as you stare down the age of 40 that you should assimilate even more by knowing the English language. And widower is a man and widow is a
It's a widow.
woman.
Not
It's
a black
widow.
widow.
No.
A widow.
You see, color
So-
doesn't matter.
So you've established. It's been a long time since we've checked in with Oscar's world, and you obviously are establishing relationships within the neighborhood. That's a good thing.
That is a good thing, especially if when you show up, she's taking your teeth out.
Can he answer, please?
Rob,
Here he
you
goes.
jerk.
He's now. Listen, he can't help himself because I'm speaking with you now.
Yes,
and he will try. This is him. He's in the back seat of the car with his father right now, and so he will jump in. So how is it? What are you going to go ahead? What? Yes, you.
No,
you stifle. You were going to talk.
How
okay.
dare you?
I'm not. How dare me? You do that. That's what you do.
No,
when we're
but what
talking
was
to
how
Oscar.
dare you is when you tell me to shut up and then I shut up and you make it look like I was going to talk and then you make me a jerk.
Your
because
mouth
I
was
gonna-
open. You were going. "Ow."
Yeah, I stifled though. The
All right.
ultimate control is I can do this.
Okay, Oscar.
Yes. Oh, never mind. Yes. Yes, Mike.
All right. So, what's going on?
Well, as far as the neighborhood's concerned, the one thing that'll get you friends and it'll force you to meet your neighbors is having a little animal you got to walk around the block, right? So, especially if the other people on the block that you become friends with have dogs as well. So, essentially, we've gotten a chance. It's almost forced us to meet most of our neighbors that have other pets because they know how to take care of dogs, and we know how to take care of dogs. I think that's the first thing you realize, especially when you live in the city.
And you're close enough with this widow that she's invited you over to hand out Halloween candy. That's a close relationship.
Yeah, but this is the same widow that I have been. I would check her mail for her this past year. Remember that one time I went and the alarms went off and the cops came? And I was like, oh, this is embarrassing. I'm the only Latin guy talking to cops on this block. And I swear I was given a code to this house. It was just the wrong code.
Is this relationship, is this social
Friendship.
and not just neighborly? Like, have you broken bread or had a drink or two?
No,
with this lady?
no. So,
you haven't had like a formal social gathering.
No. But we hang out on the block a lot and we talk about all the gossip. It's always nice to do that.
So this will be the first time, and you're popping over, right?
This is the first time I'm popping over to help out with Halloween because Halloween is so crazy in Georgetown.
This is really so.
We're not having an affair, to confirm
yet.
Do you want to move past this?
No, I don't want to move past it.
Because I have more questions about this.
please.
Don't you feel that every answer really sort of asks? It also asks three more questions.
I'll field all the questions you'd like about my relationship on the block.
We have to finish this. He's withholding, right?
Yes, yeah.
I worked with him long enough. Sure. Taking a peek into Oscar's world right now. I don't know what this is. I don't know whether this is hesitation to talk about it. He's not his usual exuberant self. I don't know if this is the weekend catching up with him. He seems different, does he not?
He does.
Seems like I'm trying to get this info out of him, and if you want to move past the widow,
I don't have to move past
How old is the widow, would you estimate?
I would say 65.
Oh, that's young nowadays. That's young. And does she resemble anyone famous? Like Helen Mirren?
I would say, who's the lady before she had all the plastic surgery? No, the lady from War of the Roses before she got
Kathleen Turner?
Got puffy.
Kathleen Turner?
Before she got puffy.
I knew there was a factor in that. I knew.
Shannon is definitely jealous.
If you'd like to come over and
is Shannon really?
Not take a candy.
Shannon calls me her pool boy.
Pool boy.
Yeah.
There we are.
And I said, look, Shannon, one day I'll die, and hopefully you'll have a pool boy on the block that comes over and helps you out.
That you occasionally will describe your neighborhood of Georgetown on Halloween, and you did it last year. But you kind of present
My car was vandalized.
You kind of present like a Night of the Purge scenario in Georgetown.
It's like you were there. It's like you were there. Yes.
My memories of Georgetown was Don and I did a costume contest down at the Bayou, and we're chased up the street by a McDonald's French fries going, F you, F you. It was the last costume contest I ever judged. Probably Don ever judged as well.
Was it one of your worst nights as a broadcaster? Because you referenced it a lot.
Well, the fact was that we were responsible for judging. It was a big cash prize, and people get so pissed about not winning. And I said, well, we can never put ourselves in that situation again. So we would leave it to, if you'll notice, when you've worked with me for over 20 years, all the contests I've ever done, if there's ever a contest element, I do crowd applause usually. It's how does the crowd feel about it? So
you never want
no
that onus on yourself.
No.
But I remember it's been known as a rowdy time, and you apparently had your car vandalized last year.
Apparently, Yes, I had it done. I had two
Okay,
things done.
calm down.
My hood stomped on, and someone walked all over my car. Literally ran over my car with their bare feet and sneakers.
So was it bare feet or sneakers?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Because you could see sneaker prints on the sunroof and bare feet.
That's gross.
Now I want
bare feet are
you.
gross.
I don't dispute whether you're being honest here, but Shannon is not necessarily thrilled. Your wife, kind of strange.
My
to say that right
wife.
now. Your wife is not necessarily thrilled with you
Battle axe.
spending Halloween. What time are you going over to the widow's house?
6 p.m.
For how
6
long?
p.m.
Yes, 6 p.m. I'll probably be there till 8.
Midnight.
Well, this is just
2 hours is wonderful.
To give you
Wonderful
some
amount of
some
time.
context, last year this wonderful neighbor came to me and said, "Hey, I know you're new on the block. This is gonna be your first Halloween. Heads up, things get crazy." And I was thinking, get crazy, kegs, beer, frat
Yeah.
boys, sorority
Right.
girls, college kids. Right? That's not it at all. It just gets crazy because why wouldn't you? If you live in the city, every kid in the city comes to Georgetown, right? You've got
Okay.
the proximity of houses that are right next to each other. So as far as trick-or-treating in a target-rich environment, it's perfect. But again, every kid in the city from all parts of the city, they're mixing in one space. They're teenagers. 2 people got robbed.
I really
One person
thought that
got-
would have changed with the current administration.
No,
I really thought
one-
that they would have prevented that.
One
for some reason.
person got essentially beat down right around the corner from my block. So it's
rough.
It gets dangerous.
Was she a widow last Halloween as well?
Yes, and she told me. She sent me.
Did you ever were you handing out candy last year?
Yes.
Did you get anybody hinky coming to your door?
All of them, every single
Really?
person, except for
Like-
one little kid. One
like
two,
kids-
two couples came by that weren't hinky, that were just sweet and nice. Everyone
So
else,
they're all older, like kids.
they're
that just
older
want
kids.
Candy.
They're teenagers that want kids. They're barely dressed up, and I was judging myself and her, to be quite frank, because I was like, these are just teenagers. They're having fun. Why not? Right?
Hey, by the way, have you guys gotten the post that's all over the place? Says, hey, by the way, if the kids aren't dressed up, go ahead and give them candy. They could be doing something a lot worse. Have you seen that post?
No, but F that.
Maybe I'm the only one that's seen.
Doesn't
I've
run in
seen
my
that.
on my feed, but I agree with you. I don't sit there. I want people to make some sort of effort, right?
Yeah.
Some sort of effort.
Well, it just to me, Halloween, the point of demarcation was when we all started dressing as hobos, and then you were egging cars and
Hobos.
throwing toilet paper.
Yeah.
That dates me, doesn't it?
Hobos, yeah.
Yeah.
Bums.
Bums.
I'm going as a bum.
Yeah, we tie a handkerchief on a stick,
Yeah.
carry it over
Yeah.
your shoulder.
Yeah, it's like,
Big
you
fake
got a
cigar.
bandana. Where's my bandana?
Yeah.
Hey, I need some. Mom, can I use some of your mascara? I just want to rub it on my forehead so
You
I
know,
look dirty.
we get a lot is freshman football players that just go around in their football uniforms.
Yeah, we had that too. I saw soccer players that
Yeah.
were wearing like soccer jerseys.
So-
it's. Are you saying it's a dangerous environment in your neighborhood on
I
Halloween?
would say if you look at what happened last year and you're looking at that data, yes, like 2 robberies, I think 3 beatdowns total, and whatever vandalism that wasn't reported.
And
Okay.
the widow said, it can get pretty crazy out here. It's safe in my bedroom.
Well, last year after
Did you initiate the visit? Did you say, "I'll come over and I'll sit with you"?
Mike, after I realized my car was vandalized, I went over her and I said, I apologize. I said, thank you for giving me the heads up. I apologize. I misunderstood what you were telling me. You were essentially saying probably not a good idea to give out candy. And I thought you were just being a Debbie Downer, but you were telling me why. Now, this is what happened. She goes, I didn't know that there was no tactful way to tell you this. Like I tried to, and I said, no, you didn't do anything wrong. I just
there was a
wasn't listening.
bad element, some bad seeds out
So
there.
imagine you're 65, you're in this home. She's not giving away candy because over the past few years it's gotten worse.
Sure.
And you hear people knocking on your door saying, "We know you're in there. We know you're in
that's
there."
scary.
And you're all alone and you're in the city,
Yeah.
right?
It's scary. It's very, very
yeah.
scary.
So
It's
now
very,
we're better
very scary.
friends. And I said, look, I'm not going to give out candy at my house because my girl is clearly not going to be there. It's not just going to be me giving out candy. She said, "What are you doing for Halloween?" I was like, "I'm actually off on Tuesday. Why don't I come over?" And I asked her to. I was like, I'll come over and give out candy with you because she enjoys that.
So she's basically enjoying the process,
Yes.
and she feels the safety of having a strapping
A
man
younger man,
A pool
there.
boy.
next
yeah.
to her.
And I said, "Look, you dress like Elvira. I'll dress like Jon Snow. It'll be a great night."
Did
You didn't
request
say that to
Elvira?
her.
No, but if she did do that, that would be a treat for everybody.
If she dressed as Elvira,
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is the 65-year. Rob, I'm getting tongue tied
So-
because there's so many multiple
When
levels.
he said,
to this.
okay, let's take a step back. He said that she looks like a pre-plastic surgery Kathleen Turner. Not bad. Now,
That's
if she's
strong.
Yeah, and if she's 65, but
that's extraordinarily strong right there.
Kathleen
And,
Turner at 65 would be strong. So is she buxom?
I would say she works out. I'll leave it as that.
Okay, buxom means let me rephrase. Is she a little top heavy?
How about this? She's not sloppy.
Okay, still
Okay,
not
all
answering
right.
though.
They're not.
Is she
they're not,
chesty?
They're not flapjacks.
Okay,
all right?
good. That's good. That's what I'm looking for.
So you're going to have a good time. You think you're going to have an adult beverage when you go over there?
I hope so. I'm not just gonna stand
Okay.
there sober.
All right, that's good. That's good. Are you bringing
Oscar's
your own
motto.
candy?
I did buy a ton of candy off Amazon, so I'll bring it over there.
That's good. That's
she
very,
probably has
very
candy as
exciting.
well.
I think that's going to be super.
It'll be
special.
fun. Now this is where you guys have to tell me how I deal with this. There's a new couple across the street I think they're not my age. They might be Shannon's age, right?
Okay, a little younger than you.
Across the street, and they're in their mid-30s, and they are pumped for Halloween. But I don't think anyone has had the cojones to go tell them, "Hey, heads up, things change around here for a little bit."
There's never anything of a home invasion nature, right? It's not like they come to the door and kind of like try to barge in.
It's a hostile crowd.
It's a hostile crowd, but all the activity comes out on the street. That's where people.
If your house is an inch from the street, it's essentially. I mean, you can hear it all. When I heard the pandemonium break out last year, I was like, "There's a riot happening outside."
Are the 30-year-olds? Are they? Do they park on the street?
Yes.
Well, then just go out and jump on their car and say, "Happy Halloween!" Happy
This is
Halloween!
what it's all about here. This is what it's all about here. Come on now. Let me in. Let me in. Let me into your house. I want Reese's peanut butter cups.
And then Oscar opens the door and it's just like,
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. I would welcome Sal. Like, it would be great to see him. But if I saw Sal 3 times in a row, I would say 3 times in an hour, like I did last year.
Yeah.
Like people just no shame, come right back. Be like, did I just see you guys?
No, it's another guy.
Can I ask one more question about the widow?
Yes.
Is she well heeled?
Well heeled.
Does she have money?
I imagine you do if you live in essentially a corner lot. So
much bigger house than yours.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Yeah, boy. I would say you could fit 6 of my houses in that home.
Wow.
So you're looking forward to this, huh? This is going to be a fun evening.
It's better than sitting at home hoping my car doesn't get stomped. At least I have some drinks. Talk about the good old days and the costumes that are here.
And you've got a plan B.
Plan B. Shannon's not getting home till 10.
Yeah,
what am I going to do with that?
Boy, out there slaying the dragon, doing those yoga poses.
They're
right?
doing some moon seance at the yoga studio. Who knows?
Want more? Make sure you check out The Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara Radio Entertainment.